Well, Jeff, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I know it's been a while. Seems like forever since we've done a podcast. It is live to us, everyone who's listening, who's watching on YouTube later. The draft just kicked off. We're waiting for the Pirates to make their pick, and we're going to see who the Rangers end up selecting. I'm going to guess, just off the top of my head, the likeliest pick who would drop to them would probably be Max Clark. That's who I would guess. Jeff, do you have a guess as far as who you think they'll select?
Uh, I think it's going to be Clark, but now they're saying they're rearranging the whole top four picks. So, does anybody really know who's going to be?
No, nobody knows, and really nobody knows who the Rangers are going to pick either. I mean, nobody saw them selecting Rocker with the first pick last year. So,
and look how that end up.
I mean, yeah,
you don't expect a player to go get on a Tommy John surgery right out of. I mean, you don't expect that, so you can't draft that expecting. Well, player A going to have a Tommy John surgery in the first year, so you can't base that. But they did get Brock Porter.
Yeah, they did. It was, I mean, so far,
that was sneaky.
Impressed as well, you know. So, although, Rocker having Tommy John is not ideal, we did get Porter out of that as well. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if any of these teams, try to sign a guy below slot, which is kind of what people are thinking. So, one or two of these guys might end up falling to the Rangers, so we'll see.
Well, the thing about it is okay. We're not trying to. We're looking at the TV set and we're looking at everything, so it's not like we're looking at each other. We're just trying to figure out. The pick is in at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's pick is in. So, is it going to be Cruz? Is it going to be Langford? Who's it going to be?
I don't know.
But
are they saying that the pick is in now?
Yeah, the same pick's in right now. So
we'll see. I've got it playing, but I haven't.
Oh, well, usually when they say the pick's in, it's going to take about an hour before they figure out when you got such and such.
Here we go.
And if the player's not there, then no, here he comes. Oh, come on. Don't. You just did this just a little while ago.
Get to the pick. Let's go.
Come on. Just pick. Just tell us. He could have done this a little while ago.
I know, right?
Come on.
Come on, man.
He's wasting our time.
You're wasting our airtime, Manfred.
At least they could do boo him. Oh, good grief. I'm glad after this I won't have to worry about doing it no more.
All right.
Oh, Ken Griffey's going to announce it.
Yeah.
The son of Seattle. And with this pick, Pittsburgh Pirates select. Oh, come on, Ken Griffey Jr.
Paul Skeens.
Huh?
Paul Skeens.
Nope, there you go. You're a little bit ahead of me. So that settles that. So it's gonna be him. Then let's see.
So this it might end up working out the way the way the mocks have mostly.
Well, okay, Langford didn't go at 1, so he's gonna be there. Is he gonna be at 2?
Okay, so it's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
We know the first three is going to be them three. It's going to be Cruz, him, and then Langford. It's going to be the first three. Now, if somebody sneaks up and does a Henry Davis like they did last year, then somebody's going to drop down to us.
Well, we were kind of thinking that the Pirates might do that, but they
but they didn't.
But they didn't. But I don't know. I mean,
but Cruz is the one that's asking for an arm and a leg.
Do what?
Cruz is the one that's asking for an arm and a leg. Because that's crazy, the money he wants. I mean, $10 million.
I mean, I think well, just off the top of my head, I think the only thing that he'd really be, because I mean, with that kind of money, you're right, asking for that. The only thing is maybe he's hoping that he drops to a different team, but that's a lot of money, especially for some. I don't think the Rangers will do that because then you're taking out the rest of your picks really.
Well, like we were talking earlier, that our youth in the minor leagues they're spread out all over the place. We got you got Clark, you got Carter, you got Simeon, and you got Seager at short and second for the next 6 years. So they're not going anywhere. Right. Josh Young is not leaving third base. So there's your three right there.
Yeah.
And so you got a lot of infielders out there right now. So our outfielder, look at our outfielders that we have coming up next few years.
I mean, Carter for sure.
Carter.
Aaron Zavala. JP Martinez could be.
Don't be surprised him coming up pretty soon. He is killing it at Round Rock.
I mean, he's especially after because we don't know what's going to happen at the trade deadline, right?
Nope.
So I mean, he's almost forcing the Rangers to have to bring him up. I mean, kind of hard to tell a guy no when he's doing what he's
tearing up the league.
Now he's not going to hit you 20 home runs or anything, but I mean he's been tearing it up.
Well, right now he's got a 346 batting average, 188 at bats, 18 home runs, and 28 stolen bases at AAA. So I mean, he's 27 years old. That's his downfall. He's 27.
Yeah, I mean he's got the age for sure, but I mean most of the AAA guys do. I mean even Davis Wenzel, he's 26. I want to say 25, 26.
If you give me 2 seconds, I'll
kind of been. He started off really slow, but he's been eating it back up too.
Yeah, I mean he's been hitting the heck out of the home runs.
Yeah, and then Foskew's been pretty decent all year. So
Davis is. I know his mom's gonna be mad at me for not knowing him right off the bat. He's 26.
I was thinking somewhere around there. Yeah, because we know all their parents listen to our podcast, Jeff.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. His mom, I know she's gonna be twittering me. Why don't you know my son's age? Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just slipped my mind.
Well, we pay attention to so many guys; it's hard to keep up. Oh, is the second pick in?
Not yet. Its pick is in, but here we go. Here comes the old man. Don't just say Washington's pick.
Dylan Cruz.
It is? You're ahead of me just a little bit. Okay. So there goes all the rumors. Bubba Thompson's 25. So we got some. I mean, they're young. I mean, some of them are young, but they're just. And Bubba Thomas is on the 40-man roster, so that's a plus.
Yeah, I looked yesterday. I don't think he's not really tearing it up in AAA. But again, like you said, he's already on the roster, so they don't really have to.
Well, 267, 8 stolen bases, 1 home run. So,
but really with the trade deadline coming up, I don't see the Rangers really doing much for a bat. Now, not to say that one of these players couldn't be involved in the trade, but I mean, you're going to have to look at a starting pitcher. And when I say starting pitcher, more top of the rotation pitcher, not Lance Lynn.
nope.
And then a couple of bullpen arms, would be really nice as well. Although I will say, in AAA, we've got Chase Lee. He could help out the bullpen.
Mark Church.
Mark Church could. And then off the top of my head, I'm drawing a blank.
Well, you got the 27-year-old down there in Round Rock too. That he's undefeated. It's but he's 27 years old. Off the top of my head,
I saw someone who is like 5-0, but he's like 35.
Yep, that he is. Come on, Jeff. You got on. Oh, Ryan Tepera.
Yeah,
he's down there, and he's right now. Oh boy, he's 35. He's 5-0 with no ERA. 9 games.
Yeah, he's a perfect on the ERA.
Yep, 10 innings, 16 strikeouts.
Are you going to stay with Clark, or are you going to change your pick now? Because we were talking earlier before we started recording about Jenkins too. Is a possibility.
The bad part about it is it can't go wrong with either one of them. But I want a player that plays the outfield, can play all three places, all three positions.
Langford is still a possibility, though.
I don't think he's gonna slip.
So you think the Tigers will take Langford?
I think Tigers going to take Langford, and we'll have our choice between Clark and Jenkins. But Clark is the better overall athlete of the two. He's being compared to Josh Hamilton.
Well, I told you before we started recording that Clark was. If I would have picked a year ago, it would have been Clark. It would be my choice for the Rangers. Yeah. So I'll be happy with Clark, but I'll be happy with Langford as well if he drops to us.
Yeah, I agree. But the thing with neither one of them, Walker, not Walker. Yeah, Clark. Oh, it's Clark. I'm sorry. Clark is willing to take a discount on signing. So that makes a difference of the two. If you're willing to take X amount of money and we could save money for our rest of our picks, for
absolutely,
the 4th round, then by all means we'll take you.
Yeah.
And if Jenkins wants to go ahead, wants a full out, sorry, we're gonna take Clark. So that's.
I mean, I agree with you. Yeah.
But if you look at our last 4 drafts, we had Rocker, Leiter, Foscue, and Young with our last 4 first round picks. And right now, Rocker's ranked 9th, Leiter 4th, Foscue 6th, and Josh Young is, of course, an all-star.
Here we go. Max Clark. The Tigers
Guess what?
selected Clark. Oh
Yes,
my
and you know
gosh!
why? You
Wow.
know why they did it? Because he's willing to take less money.
My gosh. Okay, so well,
Now your question
there
is,
went my guy. It's got to be Langford would be my guess, or Jenkins.
well, yeah.
If it's not
I
one
mean,
of
that's the only
those,
two
I
choices
mean,
you have,
I think
unless they.
the Rangers are gonna have people questioning their draft if they don't have one of those guys. I'm telling you.
Well, to me, what do you do? We got lucky last year with Porter. Do we expect somebody that's going to drop all the way to the fourth round and be there that we won't? We got lucky, so you can't reach. This is going to be I guarantee that this will be the last time the Rangers draft in top 5 picks in the next, I think, 7 years.
Well, I don't know if I would go 7, to be honest.
Not with the youth and all that.
With yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
5. Okay, 5.
I say at least a few, at least.
So I got better hope you do, huh?
I mean, naturally, I'm honestly, I try to be optimistic. I'm not a
Yeah.
very optimistic person naturally. That's not one of my better traits, but yeah. So I mean, to me, it's got to be Langford, yeah, or Jenkins.
Yeah.
Langford. I mean, where if they draft him, where do you start him? Do you start him in? I mean, I assume everybody will at least play a few games through Arizona.
Yeah.
And
And then work your way up. I mean,
then kind of
get
go
you a
from there.
couple games in Arizona, then go to down east, and go from down east, and so I wouldn't start him. I wouldn't start him in Hickory. I mean, it's just like if we started
I mean,
Jack
you're right.
Leiter at
You
Hickory.
probably really don't want to overdo it.
No.
I mean, at this point, if I think maybe if the Rangers had it to do all over again, looking hindsight being 2020 with Leiter,
Yep.
they probably don't start him at Double A.
Yep.
So it never hurts to start them, at a level where they're going to excel, compared to a level where you're not so sure.
Well, Langford's 21, and
He'll be
Jenkins is
22 here pretty
18.
soon, won't he?
That I don't have his birthday on here. Hang on. Just like
I,
his
I,
birthday is November 15th.
okay, so I mean,
So he'll be 22 in November.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at this, as far as the MLB, he's got 60 power, 65 power, 60 hit, 55 run, 50 arm, and overall 60. That's impressive.
Man, his numbers are unreal, to be honest.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, his on base percentage is crazy ridiculous.
I agree. Right now, they're talking to Jay Johnson, the LSU national champion. Excuse me, I had a cough on that one. Champion. But now, look, I mean, if you look, Langford's the third prospect, Walker Jenkins the fourth. So Detroit must have saw that Clark was going to take a pay, would not ask for top money. So that's got to be the reason why he got picked over Langford. Because now, I mean, it's all about
really
it's all
curious
about money.
as far as what the Rangers do now.
Well, the bad part about it is I did all my research on Jenkins and Walker. I
I know.
didn't do. I thought Langford was going to be gone.
I would, if I was a betting man, I would have bet that Max Clark would have been there for us. I wasn't really thinking that the Tigers would have selected it. Oh, here we go.
The pick is in. Well, they're not.
Wyatt Langford.
Did you see the captain jumping up and down?
Yeah.
There he is. So here comes our outfielder, another outfielder. So he dropped right to us. Right-handed
I'm
hitter.
happy about that pick. I really am. As we were just talking about, his numbers are fantastic. And honestly, quite truthfully, he could help the major league team pretty soon. I don't know.
Well, the draft room's all excited.
Yeah.
You can see Chris Young from a mile away.
He's definitely not the shortest person in the room.
No, I think he's the tallest person in the Texas office.
That is so crazy. Okay, so
there we go.
awesome.
Now, so
hey, I'm happy with that. I'm 100% happy with that.
I am too.
He'll be helping out in Arlington pretty soon. So it'll be interesting to see where the Rangers start him at. You know, as we were talking about, probably Arizona for, it seems like everybody goes through Arizona for at least a few games, to kind of, gauge things. And that's where I know that's where their pitching lab is, but
yeah. But that's no reason for him to be there.
Well, no, but everybody seems to go through there. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him start there. And we'll see. I don't know. He can move up. He can move through the system pretty quick.
I'm curious is where is MLB going to place him in our prospects? What number?
Ooh. And I mean, do you put him over like someone like Sebastian Walcott as well? I mean, he's older. He's got the numbers and in college. That's interesting. I mean, hey, even our list, that's going to be something that we're going to have to talk about for our top list, yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah. Oh, you sound like you're trying to talk yourself into saying that this is a good pick.
The Rangers had to, really, let's be honest. Any of these top 5 players was going to be a good pick.
Right.
So it really, you would have had to try to not get this right. But I think some people were worried that the Rangers were, had something up their sleeve, because they seem to do that quite a bit. Yeah, I like it. It's a good pick.
Yeah, it's a safe pick.
They had to have a safe pick, and that's, I think, as safe as you can get. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that he fell to us.
Now let's see where Walker goes. If he drops us because of money,
he'll probably go 5th.
So he's going to go to the Twins.
I don't think there's going to be a huge shake. Like I was saying, you with the top 5, you really can't go wrong.
Right.
With any of those guys.
Right. But you had to sit there and think, okay, you were saying where am I going to put him at? Is he going to be at Hickory? He's going to be at, he's not going to be at Hickory. Start off with.
If the Rangers had selected a pitcher, I would tell you they would shut him down for the rest of the season.
Yeah, like they always.
But because this guy's a hitter, outfielder, I'm not going to say that.
Yep.
I will be curious to see what they do for sure.
But no, they're not going to shut him down. They're going to try to get
Oh no,
him signed as quick as possible, and then that way he'll get at least what? How many at bats did um oh gosh, Jeff. Okay. Mayer had
all right. Let's see. He's back at the podium now. Walker Jenkins.
okay. So it wasn't money.
There you go.
It wasn't
So
money.
there's really not any surprises, really. I mean, maybe a little bit on the order, but not. I mean,
That's gonna be I mean it's gonna be 18 to 21 years old. He'll be 22 in November, so he'll be one of the oldest players in down
I
east.
mean, that's the thing with like the college players, and I think that's too why people are with Leiter, because Leiter's about to be 24.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's in Double A. And at the rate things are going, I mean, do you start him at Double A for a third year in a row?
No, no. He
The problem
he.
is you can't. I don't think you can send him down. You can't demote him, because then,
What happens to his confidence?
the confidence, that's there is going to be gone. The thing is with Leiter, I really don't know what it is, but I do know that
Is it between his ears?
whatever. I mean, realistically, yes, but whatever he was doing a month ago, he needs to try to revert back to that mentality
Yeah.
and go from there. I heard a couple of different things, about Leiter. One was kind of in his personal life that was going well, um, and the other had to do organizationally. You know, so I think that, and when I say that, it was like what he's expected to do on the mound as far as throwing certain pitches, things like that. They kind of, you know, let him loose a little bit more, right? Um, so I don't know that anything as far as that would have changed, but something has happened to where the walks are back, the home runs are back. I mean, he's got to find a way to limit those. Obviously, I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn the draft off on my side of things.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious after the next one. See.
Yeah. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with Langford. We're probably going to see him in Frisco before too long. I don't know if it'll be at any point this season, but should be early. I would imagine first half of next season. You would think, right? If things are
Well,
going.
if he's not there, maybe the first month after the new season, then something's happening. So I mean, that's gonna be trying to figure out what is going on. Is he gotten different with the aluminum bat compared to a wooden bat? Is he having issues that way? So, well, Frisco got their bases loaded and no outs right now, so that's a good thing.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to do something with it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I mean, Frisco, their record has kind of surprised me, because with the roster that they have, you really wouldn't have expected, for them to, you know, the first half definitely didn't go their way.
No.
And then now the second half, they're under 500. So if they're going to want to, protect that championship, they've got to put it together. So I don't know. I
Well,
think if Leiter can, kind of, get his mentality, whatever it is, back under control, then I don't know, maybe by the end of the year he can see time in Round Rock, or at least
yeah.
start, in Round Rock next season.
I don't think it has to do. I think they're gonna say, okay, maybe you're right that moving him to Round Rock, maybe that's gonna no, he's gonna be seeing not the same players that he sees every time because you're playing teams six. I mean, you got 6 games in a row with the same team, and then so at least with Round Rock, he's going to play different. They won't be facing them every single time, so that's a good thing. Frisco just got a 2-run double from Scott Capers. His 13th double.
There you
So
go, Capers. All right.
Aaron Zavala started off with a single, then Kellen Strom singled. Josh Hatcher single, but somebody got thrown out. I can't remember see who it is, but 2-0. That's good.
That's a good start.
Oh, I missed who did Oakland take? I missed it. Hang on, it'll be a second. Well, he's there, so I mean that's a good thing. They don't. That's we're about zooming them on the other, like they do the other players.
Oakland's on the clock right now.
No, they just picked somebody.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I don't see who. I can't see who it is. So I just hang on. I can find out in just 2 seconds. It is Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson from Grand Canyon University.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's at shortstop. So Wyatt is $7.7 million. How much they can offer him?
Oh,
So
Jax Biggers hit a sacrifice fly, scored a run.
there we go. I bet his mom's happy.
That's right.
No, that's what they
Oh,
can offer
hey,
him.
just to let
7.7.
everybody know, I'm sure, especially if y'all follow the Twitter account at Prospect Times, y'all know, but Sebastian Walcott's been tearing it up in the ACL. He would have to be added onto my no trade list.
I agree.
Evan Carter, Sebastian Walcott, Brock Porter, and who am I missing?
Gutierrez.
Anthony Gutierrez would be on my no trade list. Everybody else,
Pack your bags.
for the right player, you're gone.
Pack your bags because you're
That's
leaving.
right. Yeah. All right. Jeff, I think we're about out of time. So I guess let people know where they can find you on social.
Jeff Hewitt, JEFFHEWITT, Aggie Milkman 17. I got 400 and some. No, I don't. I don't know. I mean, but ain't that many.
Have you given Threads a shot yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, we're on Threads now too at
We are.
Prospect Times. At Prospect Times, yeah. They got like 70 followers, so
Hey, that's a good start.
yeah, it's an all right start, not too bad. But we're at the Prospect Times. Actually, the word "the" is not in there. It's just at Prospect Times.
I fix to say you got
Everybody, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up
the
button.
like button.
Let YouTube know that you like it, and they'll show you others our content as well. So we definitely appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you next time again.
All right. Yeah, we will. Bye, everybody.